What's up, folks? Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you are in. I am Bill Corpus Crispy, joined with Danny Boy Reginald, and welcome to episode 524 of the Sports Insanity Podcast on the Sports Insanity Network. Reggie, my boy, how are ya?
You know, it was I couldn't I could always be better. I'm a little tired. I had to do it was a long weekend for me. I had to work all weekend. We had the 4th of July. I was there until like 1 in the morning because of the stupid fireworks. Um, for those of you that don't know, I work in Washington, D.C. Our fireworks display didn't start until 11 like 50 or whatever it was
Because a
because
lot of it got delayed because of the weather, right?
it got delayed because of the weather, and then of course before that the Donald has to speak before it. So one of those things. Um and of course the Donald ran for as long as he wanted to go. He said,
How long?
Can you believe he put out this idea that he could wait till 2 in the morning?" I said, "Are you out your freaking mind, dude? 2 in the morning? You want
How
to go
long?
home?"
How long did he go for?
Again, I think he started at around a little, around a quarter after 11, maybe a little before that. Um, and then taught at least 30 minutes before the fireworks started. And then the fireworks, it was like a 40-minute show. So, um, quite interesting.
Not a place to be.
No, I mean, the fireworks are great. I
Yeah.
mean, fireworks are awesome. As a matter of fact, not only do we see the fireworks at the National Mall in DC and everything, the Potomac, but like if you look, I'm on the roof deck. You can see the entire region. I don't know where you were for your fireworks. The entire region was like fireworks all over the place. So you looked across the DC region, it was just fireworks everywhere. So it was fun.
Well, where I live, unfortunately, a lot of the 4th of July celebrations were canceled because of the really bad storms that we
Oh
had
shit,
this weekend.
that's right. You guys did have some bad storms, did you? Shit. Um,
Yeah, the weather is weird around here. We were having like 100-degree days, and then Saturday night we started raining, and now it's 69 degrees and
yep,
it's raining.
yep. That
And
sounds all right.
yeah, but no, the storms were bad yesterday. Or
Yeah.
no, Saturday into Friday. Like I was telling Reg before we went on air that there was a tree by my church that got ripped out of the ground.
Like that's so scary,
No, like
to
the way I
anybody.
usually go got blocked off because there were trees down, so we had to go another way, and it looked like where I live, it looked like a freaking war zone.
Yeah.
And lines were down, and thankfully I didn't lose power.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, I did not lose
Yeah.
power.
Yeah. You don't want to lose power at all. Like it's not fun.
No, I was out, and okay, it went on and off for like a minute or so, but other than that, we were fine.
Right.
Okay, we lost internet for a few hours, but I think if that's the worst it got, we're pretty damn lucky. If that's the worst it got, Reggie, we're pretty damn lucky.
Right.
Um, but no, but where I live right now, like in my immediate area, the people who lost power, a lot of them aren't going to get it back till like at least 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, and that's a long time. I mean, you got sick people, people who, I mean, I know you said 69 degrees, but like, it can easily go up to 80, and that's a disaster. Like if you don't have air conditioning.
And and also like the extended area, a lot of people will not get power. Most people will not have power back until 10 p.m. tomorrow night.
Yeah. And that's a long time. like I said, the biggest thing I worry about is the safety in terms of the heat, if there is any. I know we just got out of a heat dome, which was dangerous, very, very, very dangerous. And then, of course, the people who are sick, you know, you got medicine and everything. Like it's, if you, especially if it has to be refrigerated, like it's not fun. So. Um,
Oh,
sending love to those who need power, who have to feed themselves and need light to get around. Like sending love to that.
on top of that, we all hope, aside from that, we all hope you had a good 4th of July weekend.
Yes,
Um,
yeah, I know. Look, at the end of the day, like it was fun seeing all the Fourth of July festivities, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and all that
which we'll
stuff.
talk about in a sec.
Yeah,
So 250 years, and our country looks good for 250 years, doesn't it?
our country has never looked better, I guess. Um,
We're
I
250 years young.
yeah, I wish we had better people in power, but whatever. Like
Oh, I did too.
250 years old, like it's all good. And
Um,
we look, despite the weather and all that stuff, it was a tremendous day. Yeah.
and also, we're gonna bring it up. Officially, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Kelsey. It
Yes.
happened.
Did you? I mean, we were. It was funny because we were watching MSG on a feed in our newsroom, and literally we did like a double take. We were watching MSG live feed. I don't know whose camera it was. I don't know whose source it was. Um, but we just kept looking up, looking down, doing our work, looking up, looking down. And then one of our assignment person at the desk points out, it just says just married. So then we look
And
up and we see the signs.
you
So
know what it is? Can we all just be, listen, congratulations to Travis and Taylor. We wish you the best.
yeah.
But can we all just be happy it's over now? Can we just
Yes,
like, go
I
back to our
agree.
lives?
Yeah, it was
Like, no, it,
and
it, it literally blew up on ESPN like Friday night. It said, it's official. Travis and Taylor tied the knot. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, again, we're happy for them, but can we just go on with our lives now?
yeah,
Because people were like literally from Thursday night to Friday night, people were watching the Garden like it was the freaking White House.
yes.
They were like, "Is it happening? Is it happening?" And like again, the people who stood out there to watch that, guys, listen, my brothers and sisters in Christ, why?
Mm,
Like, listen, the thing is, we were still in the Heat Dome on Friday. We were still in the Heat Dome. Why would you stand out there in over 100 degrees to get a glimpse of nothing? What, to get a glimpse of vans? With the vans are probably tinted, you wouldn't see anyone.
right.
Like, people, come on, just for your own health.
Mhm.
Like, God forbid someone has heat stroke out there. Was it worth it? And did you think, yeah, like I always say, folks, we're a sports podcast. We're not a celebrity gossip podcast. But you know what? Once you think about it, sports kind of ties into a bunch of
Yeah,
different things.
unfortunately, it intertwines with the all the celebrity stuff.
Or like when we get political, which we really don't like getting political here, but
Yeah.
because we always say when we talk about something remotely political, we say, "Hey, we're a sports podcast. We're not a political podcast." Um, but the thing it's like when the caterers were driving away, Did you see this? This was absolutely insane. Someone was screaming, "How was it? How was the cake? Thumbs up for chocolate, thumbs up for chocolate, thumbs down for vanilla." And they literally gave a box to the cops and to give to that guy of the cake.
Mm.
Oh my God, people get and like everybody was gathering around that box. Like, Reg, you've seen the movie Finding Nemo, right?
Yes.
Probably my favorite Pixar movie, by the way. Um, you know the birds are mine, 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 mine,
Yes.
mine, mine. Um, they were like the birds from Finding Nemo.
Yeah, just hovering around and just
Mine, mine, mine,
yeah.
mine. Would you all shut up?
Like people are so obsessed with this stuff that's the reality, man. You know?
Like I said, I'm happy for them, but can we now just get on with our lives,
Yeah.
please? I was so sick last week of hearing, "Oh, is it gonna happen?" I was just so freaking sick of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, so yeah, or I'm thinking of the birds from Finding Nemo. Remember Marlin and Dory when they're like, "Don't make any sudden movements. Hop in my mouth if you want to live. Hop in your mouth. Now, why should we trust you? I know your son, Nemo. I can take you to him." Nemo! Yeah, that was the crowd outside Madison Square Garden Friday night. They were like the freaking birds from Finding Nemo. Um, okay, so now moving on to actually important stuff. You know, one thing about it, is it really important? It kind of is. Well, we got some news in the World Cup.
Hmm. Big news in the World Cup.
All right, Reggie, how do you say his name again?
This is was a Florian, whatever his name is. Balogun. Valerian Balogun, whatever the heck his name is. I know Balogun is his last name. Again, we don't watch soccer, so it's beyond us. But remember how he was the U.S. Goal scorer, the striker that got a red card um against Bosnia after he hurt the guy's leg, and but it wasn't intentional and everyone was complaining about it. Well, FIFA just suspended that penalty. Um, Something about a rule that suspends the penalty for up to a year. It's like a probationary period type of thing. They use that rule to suspend his penalty. He can now play against Belgium tonight in their round of 16 game, the U.S. men's national team's round of 16 matchup in the World Cup against Belgium. So, of course, very exciting because he's our best goal scorer by far. So, this is very exciting stuff. We were pretty worried that the U.S. wasn't going to have him for this game against Belgium, and of course, the FIFA reverses course. Somehow Donald Trump was, I mean, I don't know if he was directly responsible. I know FIFA's saying that he wasn't, but Donald Trump actually spoke to the president of FIFA to talk about, like, at the very least, thinking about reconsidering and getting that red card uh, rescinded, and the FIFA responded somehow, some way. I'm not going to give Donald Trump all the credit because I don't know if that was a thing that was directly because of him talking to the president of FIFA. But I will say, that's pretty damn cool that the president of the United States were to come to one of our own and come into
He
his.
gets 10% credit, and that's
I'll,
being
I'll I'll give him like 25% credit. I think what happened was FIFA realized that it wasn't a red card, and it was a makeup call. Um,
so. That is gonna
Now,
happen
is it?
tonight.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead. No, I cut you off.
Yeah, well, is it fair for Belgium? I mean, probably not because, you're going into the game thinking that the guy was suspended, but now he's not. Like I'd be pissed off if I was Belgium, and I think they are very upset that Belgium that they have to face him now. So of course I honestly don't care, and I'm laughing in their faces because they're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Like if you think you're better than the U.S., beat them tonight. Beat them.
Beat them. So yeah, that is tonight, 8 p.m. in Seattle.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh my God, if the US wins tonight, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the United States in these major tournaments, the World Cup especially, they do not go far. I mean, I know they've done like the Gold Cup, they've won the championship a couple of times. They know they've done the Nations League for CONCACAF where they've won a couple of times. But like the United States in the World Cup, they don't go past the round of 16. Like it's very rare. So if they can get to that final eight, we call the Elite Eight in America tournament lingo and all that stuff, like that's that's a big deal. It's a big deal. So you know, let's get it, man. Let's
Let's
get to
fuck.
that. Let's get to
Let's
that
freaking
quarter.
do
Let's
it.
get to that quarterfinal. And maybe get to the semifinal. Why not?
Let's do it. Let's do it. If it happens, this country's going to explode in the best way possible.
Yeah,
So, good luck, guys, tonight. Again, that game is at 8 p.m. in Belgium
yeah,
against Belgium. That's in Seattle. So, yeah, let's go. All right. And also, other news,
hmm
Cristiano Ronaldo, it has announced he is retiring.
Well, he confirmed that this will be his last World Cup.
Yes.
I don't know about retiring. That's not what I read.
Maybe, okay, let me backtrack that, right? Backtrack.
Yeah,
Um, this will be his last World Cup, so
correct.
the
Yes.
the next World Cup is in like what, 4 years, so he is probably going to be retiring in the next 4 years.
Yeah. So I would imagine for Cristiano that this would be not only his last World Cup. It's just this is us speculating because he's up there in age. I would imagine that he would also going to retire at the very least from international football. He has not announced that yet, but he is saying that he is um not going to be in the 2030 World Cup. He will not be a part of that. So, for Portugal, who is retiring, however, Neymar announced that he is stepping away for good from international football, international soccer, whatever the heck you want to call it. Neymar did announce that he is retiring from international football for Brazil. So, two massive news of the day. If you watch soccer, because those are two all-time greats that will no longer participate in, in international stages. I mean, I know again Ronaldo hasn't confirmed that he's not going to, but come on, let's be honest, Bill. Like you're right, Bill. Like he's gone. Like he's done. Like if he's not going to go to a World Cup, what's the point? You know?
Exactly. So maybe he's going to be retiring within the next 4 years.
sometime within the next 4 years. Yeah.
So yeah, big news if you are a World Cup soccer guy. So Ronaldo's retiring, and or Ronaldo might retire, and then you got Neymar.
Yeah.
And then who do you got with and then you got and and then US tonight. Like, by the way, did you see that Argentina Cape Verde game Friday night?
I did see the Cape Verde game. Yes. In
I
Argentina.
remember I was just walking out of the shower, and my buddy Justin, shout out to you, my friend. He texts me, "Are you watching this game right now? The Argentina Cape Verde game?" And this is like shocking. I'm like, "Since when are you a soccer guy?"
Mhm.
Guy. And he's like, "Well, I've been watching with my parents the World Cup, so." And I watched like the last couple minutes of it. I'm like, wow. And then like, listen, you gotta give a tip of the hat to Cape Verde. Cape Verde. They gave Argentina a run for their money.
I mean, look, when you take look, this is Argentina. Argentina is one of the greatest football powerhouses in the world. I mean, when you take a team that is known to go far in these major soccer tournaments and take them to extra time, um, almost take them to penalties too. Like that's a big deal. Like like I think at the end of the broadcast, one of the announcers said, obviously, as you know, we're seeing Cape Verde and all that stuff. We're seeing them, get so upset and all that stuff. I think they went up and they said, like, congratulations to Cape Verde. Like, there's nothing to be ashamed about. Like that was an amazing run. And they're right. And look, obviously it doesn't mean much because you want to win. Like, we're all greedy. We want to win, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that you show the world, hey, look, anything's possible, with the that World Cup run, like it's incredible stuff. So
So yeah, but no, you came and gave the powerhouse because they're a powerhouse. You gave them a run for their money.
yeah,
You gave them a run for their money, and we commend you for that. So congratulations to Cape Verde. All the best. And yeah, you came and gave a powerhouse for their money. So
yeah.
yeah, the World Cup has been interesting. Like I said, folks, and I'm being brutally honest with you, the only time I actually give a shit about soccer,
Mhm, mhm.
and I'm sure my esteemed co-host shares my sentiment.
Yeah, I mean, I watch like some of the local stuff. If I watch, because I live in DC, so like DC United, Washington Spirit, and of course I'm always like I'm not necessarily a massive follower of the national team, but like I do watch some of the tournaments too. So yeah, it's always fun. Again, I'm not saying I'm the biggest expert in soccer because I'm not. I'm not going to pretend to be, but I pay
But
attention sometimes.
Reggie, at least we're honest.
Yeah.
At least we're honest. And so yeah. So anyway, from the soccer field to the diamond, I I know you guys did this yesterday on Batter Up, but if you don't mind, do you mind that
I don't
we
care.
take a quick look at the ML? What was that?
Yeah, I don't care. If you want to look at this, that's fine. We can look at the scores.
At the MLB All-Star Game roster.
That too. I mean, I didn't, I wasn't there. I got in late to batter up, so I didn't see them talk too much about it. But I think when I entered the chat, they were talking about Mizorowski possibly being a starter.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to
So
go through scores. I was going to go through this. All right. So
yeah.
here is your starting lineup for the American League. Um, at catcher from the Athletics, so West Coast, somewhere in the West Coast Athletics, Shea Langoliers.
That's a good one.
At first base from the Toronto Blue Jays, but he will not be playing,
Mhm.
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yep.
From second base from the Toronto Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. At shortstop from the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. At third from the Tampa Bay Rays, Junior Caminero. In the outfield from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Mike Trout. Also in outfield from the Minnesota Twins, Byron Buxton.
Hmm.
And also from the outfield, and he's I can't believe he's playing. He doesn't have an asterisk next to his name. Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees.
I don't think he's playing, but
Or
it,
I'm losing my mind.
it's good that it's good that he made the All-Star team. Yeah.
Yordan and designated hitter from the Houston Astros, Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah.
And now for the National League, at catcher from the Atlanta Braves, Drake Baldwin.
Hmm.
At first base from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
No surprise there. Freddie Freeman, tremendous player.
At second base from the Atlanta Braves, Ozzy Albies.
Albies.
Albies. At
Ozzy Albies.
shortstop from the Washington Nationals, CJ Abrams.
CJ Abrams, tremendous year. Don't
At
trade
third
him,
base,
Nationals. Don't listen to the local media. Don't trade him.
at third base from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Mhm.
Outfielders from the Philadelphia Phillies, the hometown Philadelphia Phillies, by the way, Brandon Marsh. From the New York Mets, Juan Soto. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Andy Page. And
Pajes.
Hayes. Thank you, Reg. That's why you're here. To, and from the designated hitter from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Do you want me to read pitchers too, or are we good?
Um, we can read pictures and I think the reserves too, right? The reserves are there.
Do we
Yeah.
have to? Um,
I mean, we have to mention that Ben Rice made his All-Star team. Come on, man.
all right, for the reserves.
Aros.
For the reserves. At catcher, Dylan Dillinger, Adley from the Detroit Tigers, and Adley Rushman from the Baltimore Orioles. In the infield reserves, Travis Bazana from the Cleveland Guardians, Kevin McGonagall from the Detroit Tigers, Ben Rice from our beloved New York Yankees. Congratulations, Uncle Ben. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yep.
Miguel Vargas from the Chicago White Sox, and in the outfield, Randy Azarina from the Seattle Mariners, Cody Bellinger from our beloved New York Yankees,
Yep.
Riley Green from the Detroit Tigers, and DH on the reserves, Yandy Diaz from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah. But by the way, tremendous roster, by the way. Um, Um, shout out Kevin McGonigal from the Detroit Tigers. An absolutely tremendous campaign he's had so far for Detroit. I'm very happy for him. Very happy for Nick Kurtz in the American League as well. And then of course my boy Adoros. Ben Rice, my man.
Um, okay. Now, for the National League reserves,
Mm,
at catcher from the Milwaukee Brewers, William Contreras.
mm.
From the Colorado Rockies, Hunter Goodman. Infielders from the San Francisco Giants, Luis Raz.
All
From the
right.
Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper. From the Miami Marlins, Otto Lopez. From the Atlanta Braves, Matt Olson. From the Cincinnati Reds, Sal Stewart. From the outfield, Corbin Carroll. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, Pete Crows Amazon Armstrong. From the Chicago Cubs, Jordan Walker. From the St. Louis Cardinals, James Wood. From the Washington Nationals, and DH Kyle Schwarber from the Philadelphia Phillies.
Good for James Wood, his second All-Star. Uh, Good to see Jordan Walker in there getting there for the first time. Awesome. No surprise for Luis Arise. Tremendous hitter and all that stuff. Bryce Harper as well. He was a legend pick, whatever that means. Um,
And now, the All-Star pitcher
mm,
from the American League, from the Tampa Bay Rays, Brian Baker.
mm.
From the Toronto Blue Jays, Dylan Cease. From the Boston Red Sox, Aroldis Chapman. From the Texas Rangers, Jacob Latz. From the Cleveland Guardians, Parker Messick. From the Tampa Bay Rays, Drew Ross,
Ra- Rasmussen.
thank you. From the Minnesota Twins, Joe Ryan. From our beloved New York Yankees, Cam Schlittler.
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm
Dude,
talking about.
holy Schlitt. From the Cleveland Guardians, Cade Smith. From the Boston Red Sox, Ranger Suarez. From the Toronto Blue Jays, Luis Varland. And from the Kansas City Royals, Michael Wacha. Waka waka, hey, hey. Or in the words of Fozzie Bear, waka waka.
Yeah.
From the National League, Chase from the Cincinnati Reds, Chase Burns. From the Philadelphia Phillies, Johan Duran. From the Atlanta Braves, Raziel Iglesias. From the Miami Marlins, Max Meyer. From the San Diego Padres, Mason Miller. From the Milwaukee Brewers, Jacob Mizorowski. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, Eduardo Rodriguez. From the Atlanta Braves, Chris Sale. From the Philadelphia Phillies, Christopher Sanchez. From the Pittsburgh Pirates, Paul Skeens. And from the San Francisco Giants, Logan Webb. And from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Yamamoto.
Yoshinobu
Ishinobu Yamamoto.
or
Facts.
Yoshinobu, whatever the fuck they want to call him. Yoshinobu, whatever it is.
Hey, we gotta be inclusive here.
Yamamoto is his last name,
So, Reggie, my boy, what do you think?
I mean, I'm mostly waiting for the home run derby. I'm just curious to see who participates in that.
Will we
Um,
be doing coverage?
we can. I mean, we don't have to, but we
Well, we got to
can.
go talk to
Yeah.
our good friend Mark Halpern.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I can't promise I'll be around the entire time because I am working that night, but we can. Um, so the thing is that it's on Netflix. And who the hell decided to put that stupid ass event on fucking Netflix? Like, are these people fucking dumb? Like, keep it on cable. You know, even if it's on NBC. You know, you need to tell me we have this NBC Sports Network that's available on cable now. You know, like you mean to tell me you couldn't put it on NBC Sports Network? Come on now. Duh. In any case.
All right. So
Mhm.
that is your All-Star roster.
Yep.
The All-Star game will be next Tuesday at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia.
Yep. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. But you know what wasn't fun this weekend?
Hmm.
The Yankees lose two out of three to the Twins.
The first series loss for the Yankees against Minnesota since the Obama era. Can you believe that?
I
Like
can't believe it.
years ago, the Yankees never, ever lose to the Minnesota Twins. And yet, here we are. Uh, look, they're in a lot of trouble. I think the wild card lead is slipping. The deficit in terms of the AL East is now 4.5 games. Um, and look, 9 of their last 10 they lost. It's rough to watch. The approach at the plate stinks. The pitching stinks. Um, they're getting absolutely no production from anybody. It's a disaster. And I said this yesterday on Batter Up. You know, Boone is. I'm really starting to see a ceiling for Aaron Boone. Like I know we've been calling for him to be fired for years, but we couldn't because the Yankees kept winning and they kept advancing. They made the World Series and all that stuff. So I guess we sort of started to give him a pass. Like, okay, it is what it is, whatever. I don't know. Like I'm really starting to see a ceiling for Aaron Boone. I don't know about you,
No,
but
I think I am too because I hate always having to go through this, but we got to do it. Um,
yeah.
20 2018. It was his first season there. I was willing to give him a little bit of grace.
Yeah, yeah, and the Yankees won 100 games.
2019, 2019, you made the LCS. 2020, we don't speak about. 2021, I told you, dude, 2021, he shouldn't have been allowed
Yeah,
back on the bus in Boston, from
yeah,
Boston.
yeah.
Like, he should have been Bucky Denton.
That was like the first time. Like, again, I've been calling for his firing since 2018. And again, I know 2018 they won 100 games, but that wasn't because of Aaron Boone. That was because the Yankees were just spectacular. Um, but like no, like the reality is you're right. That 21 wild card against the Red Sox. That was the first time where I was really, really calling for him to be fired.
That was, you
And
were getting on the fire Boone.
that's when I really was like, okay, enough is enough. Like we've been punked too many times by these teams in the playoffs. Like
Like,
enough.
that's
You
when you
know?
started getting on the fire Boone train. And
Yeah.
then 2020, you get swept by the Astros
Yeah.
in the LCS in 2022. Then 2023,
No playoff.
no playoff. 20, so
And of course, they blame on Aaron Judge being hurt that year, which is like ridiculous. Like, no,
then 2024, you make the World Series. And okay, to be fair, he gets a pass then. He gets a pass.
well, he
To be fair.
to be fair, he gets a pass because he actually managed better. But again, you have to understand the circumstances. The American League was all out of sorts that year. That American League was one of the worst American leagues I've ever seen in my life, and the Yankees got through that.
And the and 2025, you get bounced in the first round. You get bounced in the LDS.
Punked.
So, okay, Brian Cashman, Hal Steinbrenner, what are we defending anymore? Like, if they, like, they should be counting their stars,
Yeah,
counting their blessings that the American League is so bad this year.
yeah.
They should be counting their blessings.
And like even if you think about last year, they almost lost a wild card series to the Red Sox at home. They got punked the night before the game two. They got punked the night before game two. And then of course game two we had Austin Wells, right? He scores the game winner. Um and then of course game three was Cam Schlittler. And look, Boone's lucky that Cam Schlittler had ice in his veins
Dude,
that night. Um let's be honest. Can you imagine if Jazz Chisholm doesn't score from first base on the Austin Wells, what was it, single, whatever it was?
yes,
Like, if he doesn't score, I don't think the Yankees win game two. They get swept in that wild card series.
I agree. Well,
Like, so
I
so
know,
let's be real about Aaron Boone. Like,
I know this
we're,
isn't Bombers banter, but Reggie, I think it's time. I think
we're
how
getting there.
this it's like we're now at this time. It's like again, 2024. I remember he get okay. You lost the World Series, but you still got your team to the World Series. You have no leg to stand on to fire
Yeah.
him.
And that was a great Dodger team. That was a great Dodger team. So it's like,
Last year, you kind of had a leg to stand on. Now this year, if they miss the postseason, hold on,
mhm.
I'm just gonna pull up the MLB standings right now.
They're
Um,
com they're still comfortable, like 3.5 in the first wild card, um, and then of course there's three wild card spots, so
you're 4 games back in the American League. You're 4.5 games up in the wild card, which is
4.5. I'm sorry, 4.5. Sorry.
but if they happen to lose that wild card league, well, it's still a comfortable
Yeah,
lead. It's still a comfortable league though, Reggie. So, but if they lose that lead, it's time.
yeah.
It is time. It's time. I'm sorry.
And
Actually, no,
again,
guess what, Reggie? I'm
they'll
not sorry.
they'll make every excuse possible. They'll be like, "Well, Aaron Judge, well this, well that." Like they're just gonna try to justify it.
No
You
more excuses.
can't. You
And you
can't
know what the thing
justify it.
is? It's like say what you want about George Steinbrenner, who just this past Saturday would have been 96 years old,
Wild.
and also John Sterling would have been 88. So, but anyway, George Steinbrenner, everyone laughs at the instability that he had with managers. He fired Billy Martin 5 times. He and going through Storm Merrill, Bucky Dent, Buck Showalter,
Mm.
and then Joe Torre. But you know what? Everyone goes like, "Oh, it was so unstable." But no, no. George knew how to win. Am I right?
Yeah.
George Steinbrenner know how to win. He he knew how to win, and that was the yeah, and that was the and yeah, there was a little instability. There was a little instability in the Yankees clubhouse that those years, but you know what? It's like George Steinbrenner punished those managers for mediocrity.
Mhm.
They were fired for mediocrity, but now Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman are now embracing mediocrity.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Boone has been the Yankee manager, Reggie boy, for nearly a decade. And what does he have to show for it?
One World Series appearance, a couple trips to the ALCS. Like I think four of them.
Let's see.
It's
19, 22,
24. Yeah.
and
Four.
24. Three.
Three. Sorry. Three. whatever.
and three trips to the ALCS. So I'm sorry, some changes got to happen now.
You know, and we're 1 for 3 in those. So it's like understand what we're talking about. Stuff. Especially when you have Aaron Judge in your lineup. I know Aaron Judge is going to take a lot of the criticism for not being a true big time playoff machine. But understand, you know, like i- if he had a better manager, Yankees would be in a much different spot. All right. That
All right, now let's end on a somewhat light note, shall we?
sure.
The hot dog eating contest. The Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Oh man.
He devoured 66 hot dogs.
Joey
Joey
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
He's the fucking goat.
He's a what?
He's the goat. Like that is unbelievable. Obviously, not as much as he usually eats, but
Like how? Where does it? I want to know where the hell does it all go?
that's the thing. It's like, and what is your whatsies when you go to the toilet? What does that look like? Too like like are you constipated afterwards? It's a lot of protein, a lot of meat, heavy on the bread too. Like
No, I want to know that too.
like God. I mean, it is just unbelievable how he can devour 66 hot dogs. I know he's done 76 at one point. 66 hot dogs in 10 minutes. And Bill, it's 15 more than the runner up. Think about it, Bill. 15 more than the runner up in 10 minutes. Mind blown. Crazy. So Joey
No, I
Chestnut,
agree.
yeah, he's a goat. Like, you know, um,
And how do these people stay fit?
there's another thing. Like, I mean, I know Joey Chestnut, he's not necessarily the best looking guy on planet Earth in terms of like his weight, but like he's not fat, you know?
No, I agree.
Golly. Mickey Sudo won. She ate 33 on in her event, the women's event, to retain her crown. Um,
No, like that's the but no. So yeah,
yeah,
congratulations to both of them and yikes.
yeah. Eight,
Where does 38 and a half hot dogs? I just don't know what to say.
yeah.
And
18,
plus,
18 tiles, dude. It's insane.
can I be honest? This kind of grosses me out.
How is it not?
You gotta put the dogs in the bun. You gotta put the buns in the water dude, I'm
Yeah.
disgusted.
Do you want to know how many calories he consumed in
Lay it
10
on
minutes?
me
17,000 calories in 10 minutes,
in 10 minutes.
devouring specifically 17,820. So almost 18,000 calories consumed.
I wonder what his like exercise routine is like.
I have no clue. He also consumed 38,940 milligrams of sodium, a little over 1,700 grams of carbohydrates, and then about 600 grams of protein.
Yes.
I'm not gonna read off the other numbers because it's just absolutely gross. But it's just like, understand, Billy Boy. Like, how do people do it? Like, I can't even do that. I'm a fat ass. I can't even do that. You know? God.
So anyway, yikes. Would you ever you would not participate in this hot dog eating contest?
Oh hell no. No,
Me
no, no.
neither.
No.
So yeah, just I can't watch it. It grosses me out.
It's disgusting.
It's gross.
You know? It is absolutely disgusting.
I wonder what the rest of the world thinks of us when they watch this.
I don't know. Weirdos. And look,
Weirdos.
and he does these eating contests like not just the hot dogs, but he consumes so much different types of food. It's insane. I don't know how he stays at the weight he is. So, you know.
All right, so that is yeah. So yeah, I think that's our show for today. Anything else?
Nothing from me. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. Like this video, like all our videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And two things. One, shout out to our friends that got out of Millwood, Mark Halpern, you're the
Yes.
man. And second of all, this is actually going to be our only show this week.
Mhm.
Um, People are thinking, okay, you got your weeks mixed up. The holiday weekend was last weekend. Um, well, I am going to be out of town this coming weekend from Thursday to Sunday. I am going to be celebrating my it's going because this coming weekend is my brother's bachelor party.
Right.
So I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there from Thursday through Sunday. So we will see you next Monday.
Again, we appreciate, love, and thank you. And we hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll see you on Monday.
All right, stay safe and take care.